That was weird. As I was saying, hello everybody. Sorry about the slight delay. Hello to Watermelon Slice, to Nerd, to Net.YouTube, to White Radio 12, going down the list, to Gallifrey and Randy Daniel Callahan, to Zekels, or Zekels, to DQNQ. My apologies for that. I don't know why my mic was muted. Yeah, that was odd, because it wasn't even like muted. It was just the volume was turned down all the way. Well, the volume turned down all the way is muted, but that's kind of separate things on OBS. Just shut up, all right? Just shut up. Jimmy Rents, hello. Theatre of the Mind. You meant to film the sound yourself. It's more of a conceptual stream. No, right. I have three craft. Three like mainstream craft at the moment. My main lineup for Fighter Subscriber. They are all going to want replacing at some point. The first one was going to be the Red Hawk, because that's the oldest. Then it was going to be the Spike Tail, and then the Lynx. The Lynx, however, I mean, it was a good craft. When I first designed it, it would actually could beat the Red Hawk and the Spike Tail. But as I tweaked and tuned those craft, it's become apparent that they ain't all they used to be. The Red Hawk and the Lynx. So yeah, that's fallen right down my list. And in fact, it's a little bit of a, as I say, whipping boy. So might want to. I'm not going to get too far in the designs. I don't think. Ideally, I'd like to just get to basic concept craft, because I think Red Hawk is scheduled for replacement next. I might do that and do a replacement Lynx at the same time, and then later I'll do the Spike Tail. I kind of want to do the Red Hawk replacement off camera. I just want to concept out a replacement for the Lynx, and maybe if we get onto it, a replacement for the Spike Tail. So what do we have here? What are the problems with this? It's a big target. I think its biggest problem is just due to how far apart these engine nacelles are. It's just got a massive moment of inertia, for those of you who were paying attention in physics, and also when one of these engines gets taken out, the turning moment on it is too big. Yeah, gets into a bit of a fatal fatal flat spin. Let's take you off of there. So I want to sort of keep, I might go a little bit away from the flying wing design, but I want to keep sort of something that's inspired by this design. I mean, I could just start. Let's stick you to the side for the moment. As I said, this is just me, as I said, sort of sketching it out, thinking, what do I want to do? What do I want this craft to look like? We'll go for the dual engine craft again. Maybe just stick something together like that. I'll probably get away with bringing these a little closer together. Oh, damn it. Let's get these right to the front of there, and yeah, I can bring them in a little further, a little closer. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, can we just move you out the way a bit? You're right in my... Ah! Every bloody time. Right, actually, I might want, for reasons that will hopefully become apparent later, to get this just kissing like that. Okay. That looks good. In fact, I think they will probably look better if they were a little further back. Maybe line them up like that. Okay. Now, let's stick these wings back on. So I haven't really done anything major yet. This is gonna be huge. So if I was just to stick, because then we've only got these, that is a lot of wing area. That is an awful lot of wing area. Let me have a think, because if I sort of start clipping these in and do something that's sort of inspired by this in a similar way. I just want to... I'm looking at these, I'm thinking if I replace these, if I have something similar, I'm not sure I'm going to get sufficient turning moment off of these things alone. So, also what I should do is drain all the fuel out of these and then stick it in later. How are we doing? Oh, that's well far back, isn't it? Yeah. What I might do is we might want some leading edge control surfaces, and I'm not sure what I'll be doing for those yet. It might be an idea just to get an idea of our options. Not like that. So no, it's not those control surfaces. You need them a bit more. Okay. Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to mull this over in my head. Hello, Superior Texter. This will, if this, as I said, this is just going to be a rough concept, but the final craft will hopefully be in the next season of Find a Subscriber. Okay. So just trying to look at this and think where we go from here. I mean, I could just stick a full plane on it, just say to hell with it. Okay. Wait, everything's attached to that one? What did... Why is that one showing up? Why can't I? Okay, so these missiles will have... Yeah. Universal version of fighters described with tanks and ships. Mention the cells from the wings, perhaps just making it smaller in general. Yeah. Right. I was about to say these all have the settings I want on them, but you know what? We can redo that. Right, I think I'm going to call this one a Cougar. Not the F1, because this is just going to be a thing. An expert dogfighter that likes to pick up younger men in bars. Because if we look at something like my Cyclone F2, which is another very capable fighter, even the Red Hawk, that's not a lot of length. I mean, those can turn pretty quickly. I don't know, maybe shorten it by one? My most manoeuvrable one is the Spike Tail. But that's sort of like, more a brute strength and ignorance approach to turning. Where's the centre of mass? Yeah. As I said, this is just a concept, so this is like a first draft. Let's go with my initial concept and we'll see what happens. Pato 92, hello! What's up? Not a lot. It's the Cougar, wasn't it? If we're just going to sort of just translate this straight into... I'm going to need to move that up because that's going to be where the wing section goes. Right. There's an idea formulating in my mind. I think what we're going to do straight off the bat... Type E, that's too big. Type F, that's going to be too big. We'll get the we'll get this covered up, top and bottom. Are these not the same length? Oh, they are the same length as one of those sections. Is that clipped in a little bit? Why is that clipped in a little bit? Is that just something that happens with the just happens with these things? Pointy intake. Mark III. Not the Mark III shot. Apparently it is something that just happens with these. They are clipped in slightly. Okay. Again, this is just a concept so I can neaten this up later. And how much is this going to jank out if I try and do this with that? No. I think this is a... Oh, god damn it. Yeah, turn. Exact clipping off. Let's just go... do this top. Do I want to do this top and bottom though? Because by my own rules, if I do that, no, actually, I think I'm not going to do this. Abandon the plan. Abandon the plan. I've just spent far too much time doing. I think we'll do it like this, and then we'll sort out tail fin some other way. Right. Wing structure. Wing structure, 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 wing structure. Not the F, the C? That's the one I want. That's the monkey. Do I want it this far forward? Possibly. Anyway, we're going to clip this sort of halfway inside. As is permissible with the rules. Then I think we are going to have Elevon 0. Why is Elevon 2 and 4? Why are they gone? Different colours. Slightly weird. What? Why? What the hell is... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Yeah. To start with, I'm just going to try a pair of Elevon 4s. Front and back. This one, of course, to -20. Okay, that's going to be. I think that's going to be good for. Yeah. Now I need to sort of drag mass back or lift forward. Let's look at what we have in the old wing connectors. I have an idea. Because I still want the one big continuous wing, sort of to still get the as I said, the whole inspired by feel. And what are we going to do when we get to that? Well, I'm going to want one of those. This is going to look like a very odd... Oh, will you stop that? Why? I don't know why it's doing that. Actually. Let's do one of those. Let's get the front of this thing done. That's going to be a bit too... Or is it? Is that going to be too wide? I need a lot more lift forward of this mass, so let's just roll with it for a moment. How are we doing? Forward swept. How did I get the ability to colour it? This is MCPJ, which I haven't. That's sort of like the wrong one to use because that one tends to bug out because it hasn't been updated for ages. Generally, the best thing to use is DCK. You can go through all these camouflage patterns. You will get to just some solid colours. And that's the default. Well, that's supposedly the default texture, but now it's screwed up. So back to the structural wing type C. MCPJ does do it differently, so it looks a little better. But as I said, it hasn't. It's been so long since that's received a decent update that. Anyway, what was I doing? I think we'll just keep the wings in there like that. Actually, what sort of angle do I need to bring the wings back? I think it's more like a structural wing type D, not D. Type F. Kind of thing. And type E, no, not type E, type D. Again, just to, because I can envision some of the comments. This is just a rough draft. No, we're not going to go with that. Have this coming out a bit like that. Then maybe just bring it back with something like that. I like the wing shape. I do like the wing shape. But this whole thing needs to be further forward. That is far too far back for the center of mass. How far can I get away with pulling this thing forward before it starts to look quite a bit janky? Oops. And if we carry on pulling the rest of this forward, okay, I think. Okay, it's looking better. That's still not ideal. And we are going to have to start putting control surfaces on there. Let's go for the old swept elevon, which should fit. Pretty perfectly on there. That's brought that back. To save that from bringing that too far back, I might do another pair up here. And we'll want you just for a test version at -20. You will be just on pitch, you will be just on pitch. You, of course, will be just on roll. You... Maybe you can do a mixture of, like, pitch and roll. How are we doing in the chat? Let's point the tail. If we have the tail, like, straight vertical, let's just stick on a standard tail fin. If we just put a pair of them on and put them straight vertical, that won't actually mess with the center of, because if I put them out like that, yeah, we're going to get the center of lift issues. But if I just put them on like that, as far back as possible, we'll move center of lift. I'm not loving it, but I'm not hating it. And then let's get some landing gear in here. And I think it might be time for us to just where do we want the landing gear? Put them out there. You straight, fella? Yep. Let's move you back a bit. Not too far, that should do us. Maybe a bit further, actually. Make sure it doesn't fall completely flat on its arse the moment I try and take it off. And maybe actually... let's take that weaponry off. Standard stuff with the action groups. I'm going to... oh, that's already on there. And of course I will need to give this some fuel. The center of mass is pretty much smack bang on the center line between those two tanks. So let's just give it a modest 100 each. Oh, that's two of them together. Huh. Why did I do that? I have no idea. Anyway, that keeps stuff roughly where it was. Let's get a Kerbal out. Let's get a Kerbal out. Let's get a Kerbal out and see if this thing flies well. Oh, I need to check with the shop. That's Serial Killer. Hello, do you have Kerbal Engineer? Because the science things in there doesn't work at all. The AI used the guy. Yes, well, I don't have any chance with that. Lisa Stinakun, hello. I have 2 paint mods, DCK and MC. I'm going to go straight back to that. Those rear landing gear are not good. Yes, DCK and MPC. MCPJ. MCPJ is hideously out of date. We're going to want to tweak scale these down a touch to like 92, 90, 92 looks pretty much slap bang on the money. Maybe actually down a little bit. Let's try for 90. Funny I say that's 747 Vespa stock craft using stock weaponry. Elevators back and front. Sorry, you got me really worried now. Where are the elevators? Oh, no, I did put some on. I did put some on. Jesus, panicky moment. Okay, oh, that looks pretty good. Turn that down in the old ear hole. Brakes off, that would help. Well, looks like it's doing pretty well. Give a limit 20, that's pretty good. Oh crap! Flawless. Where are lifts? Where are the lifts? Oh, you cheeky little sausage. That wasn't bad. I mean, that's got plenty of wing area. But it just... Hello, Skydew Plays. If I said hello, big boy, hello, did I say hello to TBC and hello TBC and hello Adam Henderson? Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with everybody. AK Kulo, hello to you. Not enough apparently. This thing is not liking. If I start shifting stuff forwards. That's going to move. Like the center of mass more than it. Yeah, it's going to move. It will. If I move all these engine nacelles forward, it will move the center of lift slightly further forward than center of mass, but it's going to take a lot of the center of mass with it. I've had an idea. It's okay. These things, we can get rid of these things. I'm going to keep one of these. Going to get rid of the other one, and we are going to go for standard Mark 1 liquid fuel fuselage, and one of these on there. Drain all the fuel. Oh nuts! Oh nuts! Oh nuts! Oh nuts! Oh nuts! 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 once again, bring this right far forward. No, I did it that way, didn't I, last time? Just... yeah, that lines everything up nicely. And then, as I bring this forward, do you see? And then, might do, it's going to move the centre of lift a bit further back, but I think it might be worthwhile to get like a tiny little thing on the back there. No, we've been clipping these in, haven't we? Not you, not you, you. That's pulled it well far back. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's reasonably far back from the centre of mass. Adam Kerman, you're out. Ben Kerman, you're in. Blazer out Amy. I recommend slightly increasing the A on the wings to increase the lift, increase manoeuvrability. Yeah, possibly. Should leave a hole in the middle of each wing. I mean, that would balance the lifting area. Just massive hole. Half-size Mark 1 structure is usually half-size Mark 2 fuel tank in front. Half-size Mark 2. Interesting. Right, that is still looking pretty loud on the the OBS mixer. Let's see. Where's the fuel coming from? Oh, I've still got a couple of... How much do I have in there? Not too much. It's not moving as quickly as I'd expect from something with that much wing area and the centre of mass that close to the centre of lift. Because normally at this stage I'd be going, right, that's that sorted, so now we can just start turning down the control authority on the elevators and elevons. That's sluggish as buggery. I do have quite a lot of weight up front. Back, which is going to be increasing its moment of inertia. Where's all the weight? Where's all the weight coming from? How heavy is this thing? 13. That's not too heavy. Drain all the fuel out. Okay. Once again, let's just shift this a bit further forward. I mean, that should be flipping out. Next patron Kerbal, forgot to say, Super Chat is enabled if you'd like to help support the channel that way, or if you'd like to help support the channel in any other way, there are links to the PayPal and the Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little patron Kerbal, like these guys here, as well as your name at the end of videos, access to the Patreon and Discord, some of the stuff I'm trying out at the moment, that kind of thing. Who's next on the list? Ghosty Stone. I've got to tell the Discord I was streaming, didn't I? How the hell did I get out of the habit of that? It was every stream, and then like one day, just nothing. Yes, you did. Oops. Okay, we're here part way into me trying to find a replacement for the links. Oops, a daisy. That's not bad. That's actually not. I mean, it's leading the. Hang on, did I? Where's the fuel coming from? Is there 400 in that? Okay, I'm going to need to go in and sort that out. No. I mean, it does. It's leading that, but it's quite. I mean, sort of a bit of aerodynamic drifting going on there, but that's not bad. Let's go sort out that fuel load. So I turned you down. Let's sort out the fuel load. Right, what are we doing with the centre of mass and center? Oh, that's put the centre of. Wow. I think what I might do then is actually do the thing and stick in those extra bits of wings to get the not that one, to get the, not that one, to get that elevator a bit further back. That's further in front than it was. What's going on? It hasn't bugged out or anything, has it? No, that's fine. I could just use like the angle on these just to tune it slightly. Right, let's start turning these down. Let's go for 10 to start with. It's the wrong way, Smith. And these, yeah, let's turn those down to 10. I'm not sure what it's going to do with the authority on the turn. Next Kerbal in. GT Kerman. Oh, I'm actually going to need to put some fuel in there, aren't I? You freaking genius, Smith. 80... 81 to that's roughly where it was. So that's kind of like the arrangement earlier. I don't understand why it isn't, well, it almost was flipping out. I was about to say I don't understand why it wasn't flipping out, but it sort of was. Got to mirror. Oh no. They're arriving in 14 business days. Oh god. Ah dear. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. In the UK it won't be. Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 oh dear. Okay. Right. And let's look at where the centre of mass is at the moment. Yeah, let's shift you back a bit. Well, that should be about right. Okay. Okay, now the centre of lift is, oh, it's nearly dead on. Maybe. Because it was slightly, the centre was slightly in front of the centre of mass, but it didn't seem to be doing it too much harm. And in fact, I think with the right AI, that would be like really good. $14 likes. Thank you very much. Told you to. Hello, Lagalak, by the way. Oh. No. Too stable. Lincoln performs Zero Me to take off on a cartwheel. It's a bit of a flying pan. It is a bit of a flying pancake, but then the Lynxes have always been like flying pancakes. Well, my Lynx was a flying pancake, and this is like its successor. So it's. Gentle touch with the controls. Oh my god, I mean, it's a bit sluggish in the roll, but... Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare... It's like super manoeuvrable. I think you get the right AI on. Don't. Thank you. You get the right AI on this. I mean, as I say, a little bit sluggish in the roll, which was sort of one of the problems with the other Lynxes. I mean, stability assist seems to be doing quite well with it. Yep. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh no. Wow. That was a stroke of good fortune. One thing we've kind of got to do though, see how this design. Oh my god, it's so, yeah, the roll axis is just about right for manual control, but everything else is so. Oh god, I'm going too fast. Okay. Margot! Hello, ex-Able. Lord Wanticular von Dingleton. When is the next FAS stream? We're not... The streams aren't out. We've done all the preliminaries. But man... No. Very small, like, hello. $10.725. Okay, and that's now we've taken any of the excess fuel out. My one worry is sort of like the loss of fuel. Sorry, loss of air intake when it does spin. I might give this one more try out, but maybe go with my other plan. Just moving these out slightly, just to bring that center of lift back ever so slightly. These could probably do with being, yeah, authority limiter. Let's do them down to 10 as we have them with everything else. Say non-action groups, Kerbals, GT Kerman, going down the list. Ion Kerman. I don't know how to name things. V2 final. It has got to the gauntlet round. I was planning to do your craft not next week but the week after. Secondary radial intakes, possibly. Oh, you do not need much on that throttle, do you? Sorry, don't need much on the don't need much on the controls at all. Let's turn this down a bit further. Let's go for 8 on everything. Wow, this thing got some speed on it. Okay. It's just so sluggish in the turn now. So I just put you on roll. And then moving forward to take this down to something like, well, it won't be quite as responsive. Responsive enough, and then that takes a little bit of the stuff off of the elevators, which are still plenty powerful enough. How will you stop that? So sluggish in the roll. We've got to put some pre-coolers on that thing. It doesn't stall horizontally like the Lynx. Yeah. Beware the flying back. Just letting hit the VAB building. 11 or 12, I haven't quite decided. So if we do just... Why is that reaching? These two should be... That's not going its full... That's going further. That's going further. That's reaching it first. Why is that doing that? That's kind of weird. Because this is reaching... It should... What you're aiming for isn't both to reach the maximum deflection at the same time. Why if I have to set that? That's 10 degrees. That's minus 18. And I've had to put them like that, and then they just about reach maximum deflection at the same time. See, those are looking good. But those are doing something weird. Easy does it. Okay. Well, I'll be getting... Oh, you're damn right I'll be getting KSP2. 17 likes, thank you very much, everybody. If I'm brutally honest, it's an improvement on the links, which is kind of just what I wanted. I mean, the fact it's inherited a bit of the old sluggishness in the roll is far from ideal. Maybe if we do this like these up to 12. I mean, at high speeds, yes, obviously, it's everything's going to get high. Reflection of the 12 is probably going to be. Let's go back to the launch. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Stingray. Stingray. I think we're going to have to... It's not ideal, we'll cut down the responsiveness, but... Again, I want to disable this for pitch. Yeah, it's... Pitch and roll is... Should probably put that on for yaw, that might help with the spinning out stuff. So where do I have to put you? Do I have to double it? I don't know what the hell's happening there. But yeah, you double it and they reach maximum deflection at the same time. And that is doing it the same both sides of it, yeah. Peculiar! Not perfect. I mean, it's just notch on a little bit. I mean, I know it's the ultimate sin of just trying to paper over problems with the general design with engine gimbal, but just maybe a little bit extra there might just give it a little bit of help with the roll, and it's reasonably responsive. Up and over and up and over and up and over. Yeah, it's not losing engine power at low speeds because it doesn't have the it's not going the wrong way fast enough. But if I pick up a little bit of velocity, say half a kilometre per second or so, and then try and stall it, and then try and stall the engines. I said, and then try and stall. I think the fact that I put the Euro on that is probably helping a bit. Oh, come on. What if I close one of the intakes? Okay, so it hasn't spun out exactly. I'd call that a decent recovery. Still a little concerned about its rolling ability. Tried to pitch up at the last moment, didn't get there fast enough. Wings anhedral work for roll responsiveness. No, I don't think. I think in KSPO you got the wings absolutely level, and they're not actually producing any lift at. I suppose if they are, yeah. Depends on exactly what's happening at the time. Hello, Redvis. Yeah, I don't think a small anhedral would help particularly. So, is it just that I did this? I'm just going to do a little experiment here. Yes, this is being taken off. Okay. Quick experiment. I'm going to do this in the spaceplane hangar, then take it out. We did 18 likes, thank you very much everybody. Just gone past the halfway mark, so right now, oops, wrong one. That's on double and yet it's reaching its maximum extension at the same time. Why? What are you doing? The hell is going on? L1 5. They're both exactly the same model as well. I was about to say, is it something to do with the fact that one of them's a minus, one of them's negative, one of them's positive on the authority limiter? But these two are in perfect unison, and these are the same model and the same. The hell is going on here? Answers on a postcard, please. I think for a craft at the conceptual stage, I think I'm happy with that. Which is sort of just what I wanted to do today, just sort of like just get draft out a craft. Draft out a craft. Yeah, I think this is going to be much more capable than the Lynx. Maybe it does need to be a little bit shorter. Maybe it does have a bit too much moment of inertia around that. Oh crap! There we go. Oh! How can a thing with that much wing be leading the pro reflector by quite that much? There we go. You going to manage to recover it this time? No. Okay. I think I left this too late to try and manual recovery. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, and we've still got the... Yeah, there's some other stuff that need to be fixed there. I think... as far as a concept craft goes, I'm happy with that for the moment. I think we might move on and look at the next craft I just wanted to sketch out. Real Earth plus planners because I see the trainers do. It's I do have. Oh, what's that? Is it Scatterer I've got? 1 second. It does look different because I do have. Yeah, Scatterer. That's going to make it look different, but no, I don't have a different KSP mod. Sorry, different Kerbal, different Kerbin mod. Let's take a look at something else, because not only will the links need replacing eventually, obviously they'll all need replacing. As I said, I want to do the replacement for the Red Hawk, sort of off camera, but the spike tail. I did have a crack at sort of looking at something along the lines of a replacement for that. That's the stage I've got to so far. So where did we get to Ion Kerman we took out for the last one? So let's go to Josh Kerman. Did I do the super chat is enabled for the halfway point? I think I said we've gone past the halfway point, so, and then I didn't do the thing. So let's do the thing. Super chat is enabled if you'd like to help support the channel that way, or if you'd like to help support the channel in any other way. There aren't any other way, if I can just stop skipping over the words. There are links to the PayPal and Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little Patreon Kerbal, like these guys here, as well as your name at the end of videos, access to the Patreon and your Discord, some other stuff I'm trying out at the moment. That kind of thing. Right. Let's get this bitch on the tarmac. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. This is the previous one we were doing, B&E Fighter. This is a concept I came up with because the spike tail replacement is going to be called the Emerald. I know that much. This is a concept I did for it. So I'm just going to go take this out because I haven't checked on this one for a while. So I just want to see how this one actually flies. Oh my god. Yeah. It's a bit, again, really leading that prograde vector. So this was going to be the latest evolution of my Dragonfly family of craft. It just slams itself around. I think what I might do instead, I think I might stick with single engine design. But I think there's another approach I can take, because this was originally the Dragonfly family of craft, and I think its looks have evolved away. But I've thought of a different concept. Might take the whole family back to its roots a bit. That turn isn't going to snap your neck. I mean, let's take a look at, I think I should be able to I just wanted to check something on the thumbnail. Let's, if I'll actually open the sorting thing. Where's the spike tail? Yeah. So this is kind of a basic evolution of that. I think we're just going to do something a lot simpler than this. I don't think we need all this. I'll save this as a different one. So this is the second concept for the Emerald. As I said, I want this to be kind of was that? Was that? Oh, that's sort of the root of that wing. Yeah, there was some part of that wing that was clipped in. Yeah, so as I said, I think we're going to take the dragonfly family back to its roots. First thing I'm going to want to do, let's just take these landing gear off for the time being. We can sort that out later. Just looking at, we'll need that up as well. Okay. Yeah. No, I was going to do something extra, wasn't I? So that's, yes, just looking at how those wings sort of fit together, their length. I always pick the wrong one. Every sorting time, always the wrong one. Oh, you're not going to do this to me again, are you? I think you're not actually going to let me. Okay, you are going to let me. So I might have to attach you there. And then move you back. And then do likewise. Again, the wrong one. That's not very well lined up at all, is it? Okay. There's some overlap there, that's what's going on. This needs to be moved forward. And then this can be moved back. And then this can be moved forward. And in keeping with the traditions of the older dragonflies, just, oh crap, not like that. In keeping with the tradition of my older dragonfly craft, we're just going to slightly, it's going to be a biplane, but we're, as I said, in keeping with the earlier versions, we're just going to slightly angle two wing sections apart. As for what we do up top, that's what we do up top. Bloody hell, this isn't what I wanted to do at all. Right, okay. Oh, that's basically got us what we wanted to, actually. I need to copy you. Stick you back down here. And then move you back. slightly higher? Why are you slightly higher? OCD kicking in. And then again, Dragonfly family of craft going back to its roots. Slightly angled apart. Where does that put our centre of mass, centre of lift? Way too far back. I'd hope to make this craft quite biplane, but I think we're going to sort of start. It's going to start looking more and more like the spike tail if we actually do what I think I'm going to have to do with it. Just bring this forward section forward and have that just more for roll control, and the rear one for drain all the fuel, which did almost nothing. Is that centre of mass actually working properly? No, it wasn't. Oh, and now, yeah, okay, now the reading we're getting is that it's pretty much slap bang. Those two are pretty much slap bang on top of each other. Okay. Let's give it. Pardon me, 200 units of fuel. Maybe let's move this top section forward a little further. Let's have this. You are going to be pitch. You are going to be pitch and roll. You are just going to be roll. Actually, we'll just have you both on pitch as well. Yeah, we'll see if that gives us enough. And what are we going to need now? Now we are going to need some landing gear. Damn it. These out correctly. That's gonna be so weird. Now I think we're gonna need just to go with the ordinary small landing gear. Oh, that might be causing some problems. No, that wasn't causing problems, that was sort of helping. Well, regardless, let's take this off and see how it flies. The alternative to this is I do a slightly longer 2-engine version. I think the rear landing it will do for now. As I said, this is all highly conceptual. As I said, let's try this. Let's take this out for a quick test flight. Josh Kerman moving down the list. Leg of that Kerman. then we might try something along the lines of a 2-engine craft. Oh yeah, that's going to be. It's got enough lift at the back. I'm not too worried about that for the moment. Okay, it's got the stability. This is on 100%, isn't it? We'll turn this back to something like 20. It's not doing badly. It's not quite got that little bit of snap that I'd like, particularly with the well, that's not bad. Particularly with the I'll put these on as well. It's not particularly with the authority limits on the control surfaces up so high. I think I would prefer a little bit more, you know, more snap to it. Yep. I mean, it's incredibly controllable, just flying it manually. Very stable. I mean, given how manoeuvrable it actually is. Let's see if we can do a little bit of a... Oh, crap. Maybe we won't do that. That was just sheer pilot error. Looks cool, but also cursed. Okay, we're going to need to shrink these down a bit. $90, that's probably not going to do it, is it? 85. Okay, that's looking better. 19 likes, thank you very much, everybody. We'll check altitude before getting cocky. I don't know what you mean. It's plenty manoeuvrable enough, but as I said, I'd like there to be a bit more snap to it. I mean, I could move this further still. Are there any whatchamacallums? Like tiny structural wings like that. Perfect. I mean, that's going to be attached to the wrong bit, isn't it? So that's going to look janky as hell. I'm going to have to... Oh, this is going to be a pain in the backside. I'm going to have to try and find the right bit of the cockpit. See if I can attach it like that. I can! Bring you forward. There we go. Take you round by 5 degrees, so you match with that. Don't know why it suddenly decided not to come forward. There we go. Just like that. hasn't mirrored. Oh, you janky. Right. You. You. Right. Pull you right forward. You don't want to do that there. You do want to do that there. Okay. Pain in the ass. Okay, well that's much closer. Let's stick omelette Kerman in there and see what happens with this one. Biohazard, hello! I'm on 1.12.5. Is something a problem with 12.5? We've got to agree that building planes. It is nice. 21 likes, thank you very much, everybody. Okay, those rear landing gear just looked ridiculous. I might have to find something else to do with those because that is just looking silly. Right. Ask for a bit more snap. I think I've got it. That's still, yeah, that's still sort of the gimbal getting me out of jail there. I mean, the thing is, if it works, is it that? I mean, yeah, losing too much energy in a turn is kind of bad. Again, let's mark this up to 50. I think it sort of worked though, with the engine gimbal up that high. Maybe a little bit too super maneuverable. As if we started notching down these to notching down the control surfaces to about 12. Give it a little bit more. Respond quicker to stuff. Oh, that's made it really sluggish in the turn. I mean, not at any reasonable speed, but oh, it's not too bad. Right, okay. Quickly, because we don't have much of the stream left, I think I'm gonna do a third concept for this. So I might open up. First he wants to more crack, that's too super maneuverable now, please, some people. Can you add Werner RCS? I suppose you could add Werner RCS. Let us look. Bit of a blast from the past. The club tail. What if we take this and do something similar to what we just did with the previous one, but for a 2-engine version? I'm going to get rid of the 4-plane. Get rid of the Panthers. Mark 1, Mark 1, Mark 1, Mark 1, Mark 1. Mark 1 liquid fuel barrel. Just for that extra little bit of class with your craft. Lengthen it out a bit. And then do something similar to what we were just doing. I want to get rid of all the bric-a-brac on these wings. Yeah. Tweak those off for a second and get rid of that. Because if we're doing 2 top and bottom, we shouldn't need as big a wing section. I think those are already up at the at the 5-degree angle, which is. I'm just going to put them back actually, just so it doesn't. Build this top and bottom. Oh, yeah, that central lift is already pretty far back. Suppose there are things we can do to move that centre of mass backwards. Like the is this going to have any effect whatsoever? these tiny little flared chaff dispensers, not really. How about we nick the ones off of there? And again, this is, oh, they're all, sorry, I thought they were, I had a disproportionate number of flare dispensers there, but I do not. Tejuland, hello! Okay. Oh yeah, I clipped the radome into this one, didn't I? Well, that's something we could do differently. Have that kind of intake. Just for the old Dragonfly family-esque thing. And then no, what am I doing? I want to move the centre of mass backwards. That'll move it forwards. Oh, you tit. Ugh. Okay, another thought. Another thought. Oh no, that won't work. Damn it. Did have an idea. Might still work. Hang on, hang on. No, I do want structural. Structural fuselage. Okay. Then the inline radome. Moving that back, not by much, but a little bit. Thing is, when I start actually building these wings, unless I'm going to build them out pretty much same front and back of that line, that's just going to pull this centre of lift backwards, and that's not what I want. Yeah, we're going to need some sort of nose cone, aren't we? Aerodynamic. Do we have anything in a slightly more stylish nose cone Mark 1? Oh, you didn't do anything. You refused to clip on there. You are really not enjoying that, are you? Okay. Oh, you did. Boxing that comes to a point. I'm massively excited for KSP2. I mean, I could do, but the thing is, the way I design is I try to get centre of mass and centre of lift a certain way apart without any fuel in the craft. much do these weigh? So I might be able to, if we just come back to having the one there, and then go back to what I was doing before with just the two nose cones. How much do these weigh? Nose cones are 0.075, these are 0.08, there's virtually nothing in it. Yeah. And the moment I start trying to put control surfaces on the back of here as well, that's not going to work out too well. Well, there's a lesson for you in there, kids. If you've got this brilliant idea in your head, it doesn't always translate well to real life. No, I don't think this concept's going to be workable, at least not the way I sort of envisaged it. Let's open a different draft. Interesting take. Interesting take. Maybe I do give that a go. Bring those forward. Oh, not like that. Bring these forward, line them up with the ones on the top. I've just had a thought. How about, ladies and gentlemen, keep that there. We'll have some rear control surfaces there. Not A. B? Is that going to be? That's going to be too much, isn't it? That's going to be too much. How about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we just do forward swept wings? Of a kind. No, I don't want that. I want small delta wing. No, it's not going to work as I... In case you're wondering what the hell I'm trying to do here, let me see if I can get it closer to actually working. Okay. A little bit of a forward sweep on the wings there, so once I put that in, if I do that top and bottom, is that going to shift the centre of lift forward enough? Oh damn it, didn't mean to do that. Is that going to shift the centre of lift forward enough, because there's now more in front of that point than behind it. It's getting closer, isn't it? Right, so as I said, just for style and historical reasons, I'm going to want these. Just be angled slightly apart from each other, not much, just by 5 degrees. Let's stick some control surfaces on here quickly, because we're running out of time here. Oh. We might need back and front. Stick you onto -20. We'll probably be toning that down pretty damn quickly, and then I suppose for the ailerons we'll want to do that top and bottom as well, won't we? Same with these. And I think, because of the way this is set up, we just might have leading edge ailerons and nothing else. Big on the leading edge ailerons today. I don't know why that is. So that will need to go to -20, that will need to go to -20, that will need to go to -20, yes. Okay. Let's stick some landing gear on here quickly. See if this thing has the hope in hell of being controllable. It looks weird as hell. It really does look weird as hell, but maybe that's a good thing. And action groups, I'm going to want to get you switch mode. How are we looking for weight? 6.933 tons. Oh, that's the point. I haven't got any fuel in here, have I? Centre of lift is now actually in front of the centre of mass. Huh. Well, we'll see how it performs. There's something I was about to do, and now I can't remember what it is. Hello, suspicious figure. I've said hello to you already, haven't I? And I am lacking some form of rudder, aren't I? So that's the wrong. That's going the wrong way. Well, let's just do something very simple. You are going to do your and nothing but. You are going to do pitch and nothing but, and the same with you. No pitch and nothing but, and you are just going to be doing roll, and I'm going to repeat that on the bottom. Done it on, yeah. And you are just going to be roll. What was I saying? Yes, I haven't looked at the fuel, have I? To keep the centre of mass roughly where it is, so that 120 and 80, that should roughly do it. Well, that'd be very easy on the control surfaces because this thing is going to flip out like a bitch. Here goes nothing. Oh, that is not stable. That is not even remotely stable. It's trying its best, God bless it. No, I think, yep. We'll avoid the crisis before it happens. Yeah, I know, but then as the fuel drains, the problem just starts all over again. Centre left, okay. Let's start shifting you back a bit. Let's shift you back a bit. We do the same on the bottom, I'd imagine that should give us stability. There we go. Who's in the cockpit? Not Jebediah Kerman. Skippy Kerman. Yeah, I could try with the belt and brake. I mean, there's four of them. There's four of them on the leading edge. That should be enough. Interesting. Interesting. Oh yeah, I've only got the one gimbal's on full, isn't it? Yeah. And it's doing yaw, which probably saved my bacon there. It's like, I want to go over there, and then the physics just gradually catches up. Yeah. I mean, is that just because we've got so much engine gimbal? If I just turn that down. I mean, that's better. It's turning around plenty quickly enough. Engine gimbal up to about 20. Oh, that's almost out of control, but I think it's just about sort of notch the control surfaces down. Anyway. The director will handle some of those things. Yeah, okay, I've got... So I'm kind of happy with the concept I've got for my... Oh, excuse me. Kind of happy with the concept we're sort of building towards with the Cougar, the successor to my Lynx. 3 interesting concepts for the Emerald. I'll have to have a think about that one. But we're running out... Run out of time for the rest of the stream, sadly. So yes. So what's happening soon? Oh god, my brain's dead. 26 likes, thank you very much everybody for that. I'm just quickly go and check on video stats for today. Well, that's doing pretty well. Yeah. It's looking pretty good. And yeah, the usual spike in viewers today is looking healthy. 3736 subscribers at the moment. Moving onwards towards that 3,800, and then onwards and upwards to the 4,000, which Social Blade still thinks I'll get should get comfortably before June, and then. I think it was saying something like September or August for the 5,000, which wouldn't be bad. Anyway, yes. Tuesday, more GTA 5, continuing that playthrough. Next Saturday will be another mailbag, so feel free to get your craft ready for that. And of course, during the day, there'll be another video. Right, I think we'll just leave all that there, though. Yeah. Things to think about, things to think about. Go up to the monument, put together a mock-up. Ooh. That'll be interesting, Gallifreyan. Please do. Yes. All that stuff over the next week, and of course in 2 weeks' time will be... I've got to think about this now. 2 weeks' time is next games night. Yes, so I haven't decided what we're doing for that. Oh, will my brain work? Please. Oh. Anyway, I'm just going to end it here and head off. Thank you all very much for coming. Thank you very much for getting involved with the chat. Thank you very much for your suggestions for the craft. I'm sorry if I ignored it. Reduce brain power. It's not up to multitasking. Yes, and as I said, plenty more stuff coming soon. Until then, though, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.